Howdy, DC On Screen fans. How would you like a piece of original artwork from one of us here at DC On Screen?
All right, we're aware that you've never thought of that before, but here's the deal. We need your help because the internet is a giant monster that requires numbers and regular feeding times. And then these algorithm things that are like our personal demons that we can't defeat alone. Do the right thing. Go over to iTunes. Give us a 5-star review or a more honest review if you feel absolutely led to. And then email us at dconscreen@gmail.com. What we're going to need you to do is just write in an address. Tell us who you are. Give us whatever address you want us to send you something at. You know, if you don't want us to know where you live, send it to your neighbors and go steal his mail, whatever.
Yeah.
Just give us that, and then we need you to write Dave or Jason, and then we need you to write the name of a character. We're going to send you a piece of artwork. All I can say about it is that one of us is a good artist and one of us is not. If you've actually been listening to every episode, you might know the secret answer to that, to who you should really ask. But hey, or toss a coin.
Man, you know, once you get the picture from us, take a picture of it or scan it or something, and send it back to us, and we'll put it on Facebook, just like we do with your DC loot.
Yeah, send it back with like critiques if you want to. We don't give a fuck, you know. Draw over it, you know. Pull a Deadpool. Right? Whatever.
One of us might cry.
We'll both probably cry. But whatever. Point is, you know, it's come that time. It's the classic call to action. We need to get out there. We need to get a little bit of the review game going. And this is our humble offering.
Yeah, humble offering. Very humble. I couldn't say it any better myself, man. That was a good pitch.
Oh, thank you.
All right, with that said, settle in for a new episode of DC On Screen. Welcome into DC On Screen. I am your host, David C. Robertson, and this is my co-host, Jason.
Hi.
And we're going to be talking about, and getting super spoilery on, Legends of Tomorrow 104, White Knights.
Mm-hmm.
And, gosh, man, this is... I'm just going to go ahead and say it. This was a pretty disappointing episode for me.
I agree.
I didn't think, aside from Snart just being friggin' balls to the wall as per usual.
Right.
I didn't really have anything to like. I didn't really like it. Like, ugh.
That's that's where I am with it. Like, all right. Let me gather my thought on this. I enjoyed the episode less than I've enjoyed the other episodes.
I mean, there's only been 4.
I have thus far enjoyed the crap out of the show, though. So I don't see this as like a systemic problem. It's just that it felt more rushed than the other episodes have. And I realize I'm saying that in the context that apparently there are a lot of people that think the episodes are a little rushed and a little clunky. And I actually don't agree with that for the most part. I've thought that it's an ensemble thing. And to me, I think the reason that a lot of people feel like it's clunky is because there are parts of the show that are really clicking right now, and there are parts that aren't. And it's parts of the ensemble that are and aren't clicking. So when you go to one part of it that isn't working, that part feels like it's forced. And then when you go back to the part that is working, now it feels like you've kind of hit a bump in the road. Whereas like when you see an ensemble cast that's really nailing it on all fronts, it's seamless. It's just water's changing current, you know? And this hasn't achieved that yet.
Yeah, and I think I really do think about half the cast are just not clicking, and I'm gonna call it as being Jax, Sarah, and Kendra. They're just kind of patently bad in a lot of ways.
Can I give you the line that had nothing to do with the show internally? I actually wrote down word for word something my fiance said because she was watching the show with me.
Sure. Okay.
And she's watching. We're having a good time with the show. Blah blah blah. And then we get to one of the training scenes, and word for word, can I have my phone back? I don't like it when Sarah talks.
Yeah, that's pretty on point.
I thought that. I mean, I had to stop and write that one down because that's.
Can I just? Are you seriously keeping your phone from your fiance?
No, it was on the other side. Like she was on the right side of me, and the nightstand's on the other. Whatever the hell you call that. The table's over there.
It sounded like she was asking for permission to have her phone back, like you taking it from her. Like, no, you're not allowed to look. You're not allowed to be on your phone.
No, you're imagining like we're standing up and I'm taller than her, so I'm like holding it out of jumping range.
I was like, don't force her to watch the show.
Not quite that deep. She was happy to watch it.
Okay.
She was like, "Oh, I like that show. Let's sit down and watch that." And we got to one of the Sarah scenes, and it was just I don't like it when Sarah talks. That was as plainly as she could put it, and I thought it was.
Yeah.
I couldn't have put it better myself. Sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Battle of the Psycho Birds, Canary and Hawk. Can't do it, man. It was awful. I don't care why they're going rogue, why they're going whatever. They're psycho, flipping out. I don't care. I don't care that she's a reincarnated hawk goddess. And by the way, can we say that phrase too many times in a show? Yeah, Legends of Tomorrow just did it.
No. That one didn't bother me as much as this. If I hear one more goddamn time that 2 months ago she was a barista, I may lose it.
Right? I wrote that down too.
I may fucking lose it.
I was a barista. I'm like, shut
Well, you're
up.
not anymore. Damn it, lady.
I'm like, you could always go back to being a barista.
Yes.
I would be fine with that.
We'll drop you off wherever you want.
And you will be a barista until Vandal Savage comes in looking for a double mocha chocolate latte or whatever the crap.
And stabs you across the counter.
Right.
Like, kills you with one of the damn sippy straws they insist on giving you when you buy coffee.
Yeah, I mean, I said I wanted whipped cream.
Is this not half calf? Oh my god, this is whole milk.
With a light sprinkling of cinnamon. A light sprinkling. Ciara. All right. Yeah,
that's actually how he finds her. He tracks her down based on a bunch of Starbucks user comments about the worst barista in Central City. He's like, "Oh no, that's my girl. That's my girl."
This is what happens when you try to be a barista when you're supposed to be a goddess. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I did enjoy. Are you quoting Top Gun? Maybe.
That was a lot of fun. That was fantastic.
I'm enjoying Snart with everybody.
Yeah.
Like anytime Snart's on screen, I'm enjoying it.
No, Snart.
Ray, it's okay. It's fine.
No, I really do love Ray. I thought Brandon Routh is doing a better job even than I thought he would do, and I kind of thought he would do a damn good job.
Mm-hmm. He's doing fine.
But when they team him up with Snart, both of them are better.
They are.
It's one of those magical combos so far.
I think that's something that this episode teaches us is that you put Snart and Ray together, they're both better. But you can literally put Mick with anybody,
and it's fine. It's
the same level of fun.
I mean, he sounds almost sage. You should start thinking like a criminal. That guy wants to kill you,
right? I like the more that they fine tune him, and he becomes less over the top. The more I like him.
Yeah.
You told me I could use my gun.
Yeah, no, I mean before that, even the way they recruit him on that particular mention is, do I get to use my gun? Okay then. Mm-hmm. Done and done.
Gun and done.
I can go ahead and one of my fears was assuaged. It was the 80s. I would like to, as much as we bitched about it on the last, I would like to personally thank the show for not bringing in too much the 80s. They went Cold War Russia 80s, which didn't have the same problems we did.
I would, I was a little disappointed in that. I wanted to see more 80s stuff, but at the same time, I would have just bitched that it felt like it was a retread of all the 70s stuff they just did. So
you would have felt like, oh my god, are we going to do this every episode? Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't have minded some talking heads in the background somewhere, but short of that, I'm okay. I'm okay without any of it.
You know what I actually would have done?
Uh-huh.
I actually would have had a scene where they all come out in 80s gear and it's got like some awful synth snare drum echo thing going on. Mm-hmm. And then they just see themselves in a mirror and go, no. And then like go back and then we move on with the episode. That would have been perfect.
Oh, no. They walk out of whatever this magical room is in their 80s gear, and Rip just looks at him and goes, you realize we're in Russia in the 80s. Well, yeah. Russia won't have those outfits for 10 more years.
Oh. Right. That would have been good, too. By
the way, the airplane battle looked great.
Airplane battle did look pretty good.
I was happy to see Cronus again. I was wondering how long we were going to go without him.
Yeah. When we're talking about the woman scientist, I don't remember her name, but I just love that Snart goes, I say we put 2 in the back of her head and call it a day.
He's a pragmatic one, that one.
My favorite line of the episode, Mick and Stein just got nicked by the Ruskies.
No, actually, my favorite thing in the episode came out of him, but it wasn't even a line. It's just that he keeps stealing wallets everywhere he goes.
That was so fun.
I enjoyed the crap out of
steal
that.
A wallet.
Enjoyed the crap out of that. Oh, something else. Wasn't it Matthew Ron Cronin that brought this up?
Yeah. He says, when the damn plane crash lands, all the able-bodied men get strapped in, and Sarah, Kendra, and Old Man Stein just hold themselves up by sheer strength. Come on, you got to be kidding me. That's a ridiculous oversight. I'm gonna
try to recap me and the fiance's conversation as best I can. Fiance, why are they standing up? I don't know why they're standing up. Well, don't they have chairs? I know they have chairs. So why are they holding onto a bar? I really have no idea why they're holding onto a bar right now. Well, there aren't chairs? I specifically know there are 9 chairs because in the pilot you're wondering why there are exactly 9 chairs in this damn ship. I don't know. I don't know, babe. I don't understand. I got nothing right now.
Yep. Yeah, that all sounds about right.
Oh, can I don't know if they called these things anything, so can I try to coin a term real quick?
Sure.
Babel pills.
Care to expound?
This is going to be a little bit of a Hitchhiker's Guide reference.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Yeah. The pills that unless you understand anything. Yeah, that's some Doctor Who shit, man.
Nah, that's Hitchhiker shit. You ingest something that makes you that's a Douglas Adams device, which actually also means it's a Doctor Who device, incidentally, because he was fucking everywhere. That's what geniuses get to do, is go wherever the hell they want to and write. Babel pills, though. I'm gonna. That's my homage to Douglas Adams on this episode.
Yeah.
It was a really cheap explanation, well, they connect to your larynx and send neurons to blah 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 blah. None of that made sense. None of that made sense. I'm actually not even sure how many neurons there are in your larynx and how well they connect to anything else that might understand language, but
yeah, I kind of feel like it should have just been a situation of here, swallow this. What is it? It's a device.
That'd be fun.
Just
it's
say
a device. Just period. Leave it hanging there.
One of the things that one of my favorite bits was the Universal Translator from Star Trek. Yeah. In the original series, they had to carry around this thing that actually did look like a sonic screwdriver.
Nice.
But in the 24th century stuff, once you got into DS9 and stuff, you had there's an episode called Little Green Men where Quark, or the Ferengis on the show, wound up actually getting pulled back in time to Earth, and they're the crash at Roswell, and
nice.
all of the people on Earth can't understand them. Why can't we understand? We've got to reset the Universal Translator, which is in their head, and they can actually hit the reset button by sticking something up their nose and hitting the reset button.
Oh wow!
Yeah. I like that.
Let me just retool this thing. Does anyone have a 50-cent zinc nail I can borrow for a second? Need 3 inches or longer. Anyone?
Right. Well, in the future they'd be able to reset it with a pad or something, but in the 40s.
I need to perform a circus maneuver real quick to actually.
Oh man.
Okay.
But yeah, jumping back though, Jax is awful. He's an awful actor, and they give him the worst lines on the show. That's not coming out of Sarah's mouth or Kendra's mouth.
Actually, no. See, I disagree on that.
Seriously,
I don't think he has the worst lines on the show. You're the one calling the shots, and I've got to take the shots. I actually liked that a little bit. That wasn't bad.
The line itself was undercut and overshadowed by how bad he is.
Here's my only problem with this guy.
He is really bad.
I agree, but my major note, if I had this guy in a room and I could just ask him to do one thing,
stop looking like you're smelling shit.
Keep your jaw in. Just tuck that jaw right back into the face. And trust me, I'm not talking about this is not a conversation about his physical looks, man. This is a choice he's making. Watch him. He's sticking his jaw out like he was about to get hit by something, which actually is the worst way to get hit by something, but whatever. He just keeps doing that mandible movement thing that he's overusing it. It'd be different in certain scenes when he's really angry or when he's really this, but even in a scene where he's really angry, like the giant one with Stein, you gotta pick your moments. Even when you're angry, you have to show anger only sometimes. You have to
he has
you have
this
to
thing
let
where
it
he
team
does.
and simmer.
He juts out his jaw and he scrunches his face up like he smells crap.
Yeah, I don't
And it's
remember what
just-
his eyes look like most of the time.
He squints all the time. It's this like posturing, like faux angry thug thing that he's doing, and it's really bad. Whatever it is he's doing is bad.
It's just he's using, and that think about, like, there are a few things you can do to portray anger, right? You can stick out your jaw, and you can scowl and furrow your brows and everything, and you can flare your nostrils, and you can purse your lips, and you can do all that to show anger. One of the tricks is, though, with television, as opposed to the stage, you only have to probably do one of them if you're good.
Absolutely.
Look across the
I
screen
never
at
thought
Victor
I'd be so
Garber,
happy
for
to see
instance.
Ben McKenzie come back. I can't wait for Gotham to come back. I'm going to miss
You're
I
looking
miss the
going,
hell out of
He's
Ben
only doing
McKenzie.
like 2 of 4 of those things. We're fine.
Yeah. This kid, like, I had high hopes for him, but, like, either he's, like,
I
saying
haven't-
stupid...
I really-
He's, like, he's in a Power Ranger show, man. He is. He thinks he's in a Power Ranger show.
I know what you mean. It is that kind of, like, Saturday morning overacting a little bit. And I haven't lost hope in the kid. I really haven't. It's just, he's got to pull it back a little bit. Same advice we gave, Killer Frost last episode, but pull it in. I mean, look across from you. Like, Victor Garber is so good that I still loved that scene.
Yeah. I don't know how Victor Garber's not rubbing off on the dude. I mean, that's not a joke about Victor Garber being gay. I know he is. Calm down.
I didn't even know that.
He actually, not you. I'm just, whoever in the audience knows that. I didn't mean it that way.
Had no idea.
Sorry.
I doubt
know
that's
someone's
the
gonna say
worst
something.
joke we've made.
I'm sure it's not. But, yeah, Victor Garber's a really good actor. Please.
He's absurdly good.
Pay
They give
attention,
him
Jax.
lines that should never work, and they still do.
Yeah.
Because
Of course they do.
he's just got a...
He sells it.
Yeah, and he's just got a presence to him that people don't get. Like, people... that you have to earn it. You like, very few people walk into life and can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But he's so good that he actually may be able to fix this character at some point, and I have the highest hopes that that's the case. And I just, like, on set, I just want, like, every time they have to wait for a few hours to film a scene, every time they show up and there's a 2-hour delay, I just want someone in production to make sure that, like, what's his name? Drama? I think his last name is Drama.
Drame, I
Is it
think.
Franz Drama? It's like Drameh.
Yeah, something.
I'm sorry.
Something like
I'm
that,
sorry,
yeah.
dude. I forgot your name. I think you're Mr. Drama, though. Put him in the room with Garber.
That'd be funny.
Just
If his name was Drama.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is Drameh. I don't even know how to pronounce that. But hey, that's another thing I'd like to like for someone
Franz
to count how
Drame.
many times we mispronounce somene's name.
Yeah. Franz Drame.
Franz Drame? Oh, I
think.
was close.
I think. Yeah.
Nice. There's a surprise. Yeah, man. Those two need to hang out like a lot, just a whole hell of a lot. Because Garber, you can tell even in the Brandon Routh scenes, you can almost feel him trying to do a better job because he's in the room with this guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. I think he actually is worse when he's with Stein. Just because I think he's trying to kick it up to such a level that he's just being bad. I think he's just trying to choose some scenery.
I don't know. I'll be
It's
honest,
not
man.
working
I don't
for
think
him.
Routh. I don't think I've seen him at any point in the show where I didn't enjoy him. I thought he's done a pretty damn good job so far. Of all the things.
Oh, you're talking about Ralph? I was still talking about Franz. I
Oh,
was still talking
Franz.
about
Yeah,
Firestorm.
I'm sorry. That probably is.
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
happening.
Sorry.
And
Yeah,
that's probably where
sorry.
we're not giving the kid enough credit. Is he probably is trying that hard? It's just we're back then to the same note. Just pull it back, dude. Just pull it back. I know you can do this. Just bring it in a little bit. Just play it down. Just say your line. Like, what's the old thing about Studio 60? Why didn't they laugh? Why did they laugh the first time? Or why didn't they laugh the first time? Or whatever the hell that is.
Oh no, it was gosh, what was it?
Oh, she's saying like they laughed in rehearsal, but they didn't laugh in the actual performance. What happened? It's like, well, the first time you
You were asking for the laugh. What did I do in the rehearsal? You asked for the salt.
yeah,
There you go. That's it.
well, it's butter, but yeah.
Butter, whatever it was. Yeah.
But that's the difference. The note is correct. No matter how badly we remember the show that we do very much love. Yeah.
Studio 60, y'all.
Yeah,
Go watch that.
He needs to ask for the butter a little bit better. Just be in your scene, dude. I mean, I'll give him this though. Like we're getting onto him for being for overacting a scene, but so far, like, that's his scene. Like, so far, that's the moment where they really let him off the leash. Like, him and Stein had it out about everything that's happened so far. Like, I didn't even get a chance to choose this, and you know, this isn't like a partnership. This is a dictatorship, which actually was a decent line. Everything that goes back and forth between them, like, there's a lot going on. These people have to share a body, and he didn't even get to choose whether he was on this adventure. Like, he's got a lot to fucking talk about, and they let him do it. And I just, if that was a 10, give me a 7, give me a 6 even.
Well, as much as Stein says that he can't do this again, kill the kid, kill him. Bring me Jason Rush. That's what I want.
Wherever he is now.
Third time's the charm.
Wherever he is.
We can find him wherever he is. Third time's the charm.
Right.
Jason Rush, y'all. Oh, man. What else we got?
A lot of my notes are just like, cold, got it, awesome. Cold, got it, awesome. I enjoyed, all right, the big twist with Rip was, what is his name? Dronus? Something like that? I don't know.
Oh, Druce.
Yes, Druce. Yeah. So his old mentor Druce comes back, complete with Kronos. Well, before everything we're talking about, the injury occurring that splits him open again and everything. Great shot, by the way. Great shot with the fireball passing the whatever grenade that was. Looked wonderful. I enjoyed Rip's little foray through maybe giving up here for a second. I mean, him having to explain himself over and over again, pretty good. And I mean, he even points out that, like, if you'll remember all those reasons where we changed the world and everything, I lied. All of that is a lie. This is a complete Hail Mary that you're participating in, and you've got an hour to figure out if you want to, you know, run this play. Good stuff. I enjoyed that. But something that, like, the part of this episode that disappointed me, because I think a lot of what we talked about so far is what we enjoyed, except for the Jack stuff and the Sarah stuff. Which, by the way, the Sarah and Kendra fighting, that's a thing you use in you know, TV and movies sometimes. It's like fighting therapy. It's just one of the least effective sessions I've ever seen. But I did like Rip's plan. Like, it looks like Rip's plan was, he knew that was going to be terrible. He knew they'd survive it, and he knew he needed to keep them on the ship with some fucked up excuse to keep half the team on the ship in case everything went poorly. So I am enjoying Rip's role as master manipulator. That's actually kind of fun.
Sure.
And even him explaining it to Snart later, going, before you pull that trigger, tell me you would have made a different decision. Good stuff. But getting back to something that was weird, the finale of it was just, that's where we get back to, I think they were trying to juggle too many things, and it got a little weird. And my biggest, the thing that took me so far out of this was, they have a conversation, like, Ray and Snart have a conversation where they're like, we should go save her. She's going to get herself killed, blah, blah, blah. Ray's the Boy Scout. Point of fact, he got all 21 badges, and he's an Eagle Scout now, all that, which is fine. But he tries to tell Snart, like, well, I have to do this. I mean, this is really complicated, blah, blah, blah. By complicated, the entire thing is run on an 8-track mixing board, and he had to move 2 faders down at the same time.
Yep.
That ain't that complicated. I feel like he could have pointed Snart in the right direction. He's a clever dude.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know.
You're not wrong. Yeah.
I could try to put in some headcanon and go, yeah, well, there's like 4 mixing boards, and maybe they're all extremely irrelevant, and you have to look at the readings and see which ones need to be brought down, and if he had pulled down one and the other in the wrong way, or maybe just one and not the other, it would all explode. Fuck that all. That became, for the lead up, it was a whimper.
I would have believed it more if he was like, well, why don't, you do the thing, and I'll do this, like, well, blah, 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 and here's my expertise. He's like, it's, a mixing board. All you got to do is move those 2 levers up. And he goes, yeah, but I need you to actually move the levers up instead of stealing the mixing board. Fair enough.
Right.
Problem solved.
Or Ray just tells him, let me rephrase, I'm not willing to leave you alone on any given mission.
Yeah. I love Snart, though. I'd watch a whole show about him. Just
Either Earth.
get rid of everybody else. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I say we do both. We do a Citizen Cold show, we do a Captain Cold show.
Mm-hmm. God.
I know it's a tremendous strain, Wentworth, but, dude, if ever there was a person.
I thought Ray was going to be more of the breakout character so far, and right now it's Snart.
Yeah, it's definitely Snart.
But same time, not necessarily Ray's fault. He's the one that's gotten the most screen time.
Mm-hmm.
He just has. He's gotten the best screen time, I'll call it. He's gotten the best quips. He's gotten the best shots, even. They have him playing the lead role. Like, think about when Rip's ripping them a new one, explaining what everyone did wrong. Well, notice he didn't look at Snart. Snart did every damn thing he was asked to do. Mm-hmm. On all of these missions, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, none of this is none of the.
He was told not to screw with the timeline.
Well, yeah. Well, I just meant all the missions in this episode.
Yeah.
I should be more specific.
All right. You have anything else for this?
Nah, I think I'm good. I mean, I like that they're going so cliffhangery on this, that we can actually kind of get into the next episode. I think it opens up a lot more doors to do it. It reminds me of, well, what I wanted to do would remind me of the Justice League Unlimited format a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like 2 and 3-parters instead of, I mean, you can't just watch a one-off episode of that show, right?
Right.
That would please me more. Because what do we have more? Like, is it 13? I think I've asked this before. 13 episode season that we're gonna have?
16. 16.
16. Damn it. I've got to remember that. Stop asking about it. But we're a quarter of the way in now, and between episode 4 and 5, obviously that's a one-off. All right, that's one episode because we're continuing one story. Mm-hmm. Like that'll leave us. That'll leave us 8 episodes to play with. I kind of want them to only go to maybe like 3 or 4 more times. Like I like it when they stick around everyone. Yeah. It's a little bit like you were saying at the beginning of this. Like, you don't want them to have to go into the magic transformy clothes room every time and come out and that be the shtick. Let's dig in.
Yeah. Let's get weird, y'all.
You want to go nuts? Let's get nuts.
Nice pull.
Thank you.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? Yeah. I think that's it. I think that's all I've got for Legends of Tomorrow, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to be, as usual, looking forward to that next week.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I look forward to everything, especially The Flash.
Yeah. Everybody's got to have I enjoy the crap out of this show, though, and I don't intend to stop enjoying it. They'll have to convince me to not enjoy it. It's just too much fun.
I mean, the last couple episodes I haven't enjoyed as much as I wanted to, and this last one was tepid, to say the least. So,
no,
I was disappointed with that.
It's still don't get me wrong. This is my least favorite of 4, but for me, that's not a very harsh criticism.
Right. I mean, even the worst episode of any of these shows, if the main character, the thing you're focusing on is Snart, you got a pretty good chance with me.
Yeah, Snart, Stein, Palmer, hell, Heatwave, Rip, any of that. Yeah. Any of that. You'll notice some names I didn't mention.
Yeah. Now we know why they didn't make a Hot Girl series.
Yeah. But come on, man. There's too much to look forward to even care that this was a little bit of a weird, like, second half of this episode. It
was weird.
Connor Hawks and Jonah Hexes and...
I know.
God, help us. They might even get into some Legionnaires and just...
I know.
Fuck me. Bring it all.
Yeah. I mean, high hopes, man. High hopes. We are DC On Screen. You can find us on DCOnScreen.com every episode. You can find us on iTunes. You can find us on Stitcher. Talk to us. Let us know where we screwed up, how we misinterpreted scenes. If we pissed you off and talking about how we didn't like a character or something. Talk to us, man. Come on.
That's so fine. We're comfortable with being wrong.
We're also comfortable with you being wrong. Whatever.
A daily state. It's entropy at its best. Bring it. Let's do this.
Yeah. I'm not going to get better. I'm just going to get worse over time.
Such is the rule.
Such is the rule. if you want to check out a similar podcast about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, go check out our friends Matt Carroll and Jeff Randall at the MCUcast.com. And we're both members of the Giant Size Team Up Network. You can go check that out at giantsizeteamup.com. I guess we're going to be coming back, Tuesday? Tuesday with a news episode is when that'll drop, probably.
That should be when it drops, yeah.
Yeah. So
and
we're going to have like a big...
do the other thing?
We might do the other thing. I'll keep that on the down low for now.
All right.
I almost said that like a snart. I'll keep that on the down low for now. Yeah, we might do a little something extra, and I don't know. We'll see. But until that time comes, keep some DC on your screen and keep us in your ears.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.